back with day 15 of reading short stories so I can get these books off my TBR, and I've continued Harlan Ellison's Dangerous Visions. And I just want to say, something that makes this anthology really special is that before every story, Harlan Ellison writes an intro as to why the author is important. And then at the end of the story, the author writes their own little blurb of, about their story. And it's really so special, and it's something that I wish every anthology had the means to do, even though, of course, I understand that they don't. But it really makes this series stand out in its own special way. Also, please consider subscribing if you want to keep updated with the rest of the series, or if you want to catch up on the past, then I do have a playlist created, so it's nice and easy for you. So today in the intro to A Toy for Juliette by Robert Bloch, Bloch tells Ellison that he was inspired to write this story by Ellison's short story, Run for the Stars. And when Ellison read Bloch's story, he was then inspired to write his own continuation of the story. So both are featured in this. Run for the Stars isn't. I tried to look for it in the library and online, and it did not exist. It does, but I just couldn't find it. So that's fine. I'll stick with these two. Unfortunately, Ellison does spoil the big reveal in his intro, so that was kind of annoying. That was a weird choice, but sure. So, A Toy for Juliette is about a murderous child whose grandfather brings people from the past into their time so she can have her fun with them, and they act as her toy until one day it backfires on her. So that was a good, more thriller horror short story in this that I haven't really come across yet. And Harlan's response to that is the Prowler in the City of the Edge of the World. And it's through the perspective of Juliette's toy. It was a very hedonistic, somewhat akin to Clive Barker with the murder and sex all over it. But it makes sense with the toy person. It was a little difficult to follow, but I was able to pick up on what Ellison was saying and trying to hint at with the real life person and Ellison's theories on them and how that showed within the story. His afterward talking about the story and talking about the toy made me appreciate it a hell of a lot more. So that was an interesting surprise to find in this, and made the time that I set aside to read this today a lot more interesting.